I mean, the first day-to-day, I'm going to have to try to be brief about all these things because there's so much to it all. The picture is huge. There's no amount of hours probably in a day that you could, use to describe all the different characteristics and things. But so when Tiendo first started to talk publicly in '75, the first thing that students were given to do, I mean students meaning people that wanted to hear more from them. There were no sign up to be a student, there was no, but it was assumed, well not assumed really, but that people that wanted to be with Tiendo were required to leave everything behind. And I've been doing this since 2007. Okay, and I've been run through the ringer with this question. Okay, and I've been on the public, in the media and many documentaries, and I've always given people ideas about this question. And what I have to refer to, I've been set up also. I'm accused by the courts now of promoting, just by talking about this subject, I'm being accused by the court of promoting suicide. And it couldn't be anything further from the truth. I mean, literally further from the truth. Because if you go to the Heaven's Gate website, that still exists, that is still being maintained accurately, for the most part.
Grow, to learn, we're here for live, and learn from experience and grow your soul and so on. But Jesus Christ went through the experience because it was good for him, as strange as it might seem. It was, and it happened. His father knew he was going through the experience. He knew he was going to go through that experience. But the only thing that tied him to the world was his physical body, because he already overcame all the human characteristics. He was not tempted by anything from this world.
So you're basically saying that those people learned all of the lessons that they could possibly learn on Earth, and the only thing left was to leave.
Yes, but actually Joe said that some of those individuals that even left would still have to come back to the human kingdom to have another incarnation to finish their overcoming, because it's not an easy, it's the hardest thing a human can do, actually.
Yes.
And I didn't understand that when I was even in the group. But after being out of the group for a lot of years, I know that it's the hardest thing that there is to do, to become a member of the next level. But they help you. So everybody is capable of it, because they help us along the way. And it may take a number of incarnations. It may take 10 incarnations. I don't know how many it can take.
Well, he had to go through experience in order to learn a lesson. So the last thing that was holding Jesus Christ to his planet was his physical body. So these classmates that left the body, it was appropriate for them, but not for human or everybody. No, it was appropriate for them because they have
Appalachian Christian background, and I've always been interested in what the class actually thought, and I said it a little bit at the beginning, but the Beyond Human series, I think there's 8 or 10, 12, maybe different parts, I can't remember off the top, but they were originally distributed on VHS tape. A lot of people have seen the later videos from the class, and those are definitely a bit different, but for me, going back and actually hearing Beyond Human and being open-minded, that was the main thing for me, was that series, hearing it. It really lays out the beliefs and kind of history and background a lot more than other resources that you could find. But to kind of add on to what they were saying, there was a part of me that sort of immediately identified with it in a way, and it's a hard thing to put, but yeah, it was. There's a certain part where you just sort of know and identify with it. And of course, that was very confusing to me, given that most people that were in the class aren't present now, physically. But that was the biggest thing for me, was honestly actually hearing what they believed instead of just being told what they believed.
But there was no kind of like something happening personally. It just kind of, you discovered it and then listened.
No, yeah, I had a lot more free time. It was during the pandemic, so I had a lot more time to be at home and look at it,
Yeah.
for different things. But I immediately, like as soon as I watched it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I never knew it was like this. I never knew the things that they believed were actually like this. Because a lot of people do talk about the next level and the older member portrait of how older members look, but to actually hear the more practical, functional aspects of it from the people that believed it and lived it, it changed me.
Yeah.
I'll try to be.
Did anyone have any other questions? Okay, you do. Okay, there's a few. Let's go to another question and then. Oh,
I guess I was always a seeker because I wanted to know what was real. And so I was attracted, even in high school, by the scientific view of Christianity. It made sense to me that science was not separate from religion. And so anyway, I did a lot of study, a lot of reading, Tibetan Book of the Dead and Egyptian Book of the Dead, and I didn't get into them thoroughly, I just kind of conceptualized them.